it's not that deep when you think about it. Like, people think, why am I so successful in getting girls into bed, but then when I'm trying to have a long-term relationship, nothing ever works. It's literally because it's not the same type of girl. And the same goes for girls. It's not the same type of guy. The type of guy that you'll get as a girl that is like on this whole one night stand thing, or just friends with benefits and all this stuff, that's not the type of guy that you want for a long-term relationship. The type of guy that you want wouldn't be doing this stuff that you're getting from this other person, this temporary person.
Yeah. There we go.
Hey, yo, look, welcome to all the new subscribers.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we got a new following. Shout out to all the people that subscribe from Instagram. How's it doing? It's your boy Bonks.
It's your boy Shay.
Yes,
Thank you to all the people that have subscribed from TikTok. Chuck a comment if you came from TikTok. Chuck a comment if you came from Instagram. Chuck a comment if you just found it on YouTube.
If you've been here since day one, man, just chuck a comment. Anywho, yeah, welcome back to another Speak Your Source video. This one's a little different. Taking it back to the roots. We're going to have some fun with it. It's going to be nice, laid back, chilled, talking about dating, and women, men, and high value. Was that
dating?
Dating. Cool. So, what do I want to talk about? Just basically, I guess what's important as a man. So this one is for all the mandem out there. And I just want to basically break down the 4 key components, not to getting women, but to be a high value man. And, to be a high value man, that's how you get the best women, essentially, right? So for me, I think the 4 key components is game, status, money, and looks. I think those are the 4 key components to be
game, status, money, and looks.
Yes, sir.
I think personality.
What? Ew.
Look, listen. I think personality, money, personality, money, looks, and where is it? It's like occupation.
So occupation would definitely be status, and personality, game.
Yeah, but it's like more than just game. Man.
Nah. I think if you have game beats personality any day of the week.
If you're funny,
if you know how to seduce, a woman will date a man with seduction over humor any day.
A woman will stay with a man.
I don't want a woman to stay.
Seduction.
What the hell?
You're talking about dating.
Yeah, you don't want it to stay.
That's not dating.
Listen,
is
let me guy game.
not dating for marriage.
Hold on.
Dating for divorce.
Guy game.
Yeah.
Guy game is getting a woman into bed. That's our game. Once we've got a woman into bed,
that's his game.
As a man, gay, because you need to think about it. Yeah, women, how women have us by the balls is by keeping sex from us. Yeah. Once we have sex, that's it. We're done, and now they're vulnerable. And the key to women is keeping men. That's what I'm trying to say to you. It's not for us to keep.
That's
the
what
woman.
you want, though. Like from a woman.
Yeah.
You're saying if you're just in that game of wanting physical relationships.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is when it comes to dating and long-term relationships, the woman has to provide more substance than the man. Because once we've slept with a woman, the table is now turned, and it's now down for them to seduce us.
It's a little touchy topic. You're hitting up today, boy.
I just want to have some
this
fun
is
with
Speak Your Source.
Yeah,
so
man.
speak your source, my
speak
guy.
your mindset. And so the reason why this has come from is kind of I've seen this transition, this kind of explosion. So for example, when I was at university, in the world of university, I had a lot of women. Why? Because in the world of university, I had a lot of, let's say, stairs, because I played for the football team. When you play for the football team, you're that guy, cool. Yeah. And then I also had value. So you're not allowed to drive at our university because you're not allowed to park your car on campus, all that stuff. I had a car, high value. I had a lot of money, scholarships, all of this stuff. And I think I had game. I don't know. I think I had game. But yeah, I had a lot of women. So what am I trying to talk about? Just more on the important things for men to kind of focus on. Because I felt like in my first and second year, when I tried to keep women, if you know what I mean. When I tried to then get into a relationship, I lost all the women. Like, can we just explore that and
That's what I'm saying. It depends on these whole values. It depends on what you want. If you're just trying to have sex with girls, then yeah, those 4 things are the most important. If you actually want to keep somebody around, you want a meaningful relationship, they ain't.
Yeah, let's explore that, because I remember you used to give me a lot of advice, right? On, like, let's say for example, when I was dating women, you know, women for the short term, I could get anybody I wanted. Yeah. But then when I was trying to keep women around, when I was trying to get into a relationship and all that stuff, I then lost them all of a sudden. And what I could never figure out was that, why did women want to stick around in the short term, but then when I wanted them for the long term, they would disappear?
The type of girls, like, and also what a lot of guys forget is that just because you're really successful on having sex with girls, and then you honestly really want to have a relationship, and you're trying to have a relationship with the same type of girls that you're just having this short-term relationship, like sex life with, those type of girls, you're successful in this like fast life sex short-term relationship. That's what type of girls they are. So why are you trying to wife those kind of girls? You want the type of girls that aren't doing that stuff to wife. So it requires a different approach.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's a different type of people that you gotta talk to.
Yeah.
So that's where you would have probably like messed up. You was trying to make serious relationships with girls that weren't serious.
But they weren't those types of women. You lot relax in the conversation. Yeah, continue.
Just because they were successful with the unserious stuff doesn't, like, that's what they're unserious people.
Yeah, true.
Or maybe they are serious people, but just not with your type of vibe. Because there's bare girls who, like, we might have had relationships with or whatever, relations with, and it was just pure vibes.
Pure
but then
high energy.
They end up in a relationship with somebody else. It's because the person they end up in a relationship with was compatible to them. Like, they're not compatible to us on that side.
We were just kind of there for the moment. And
It's not even like, it's not that deep when you think about it. Like, people think, why am I so successful in getting girls into bed? But then when I'm trying to have a long-term relationship, nothing ever works. It's literally because it's not the same type of girl. That's it. And the same goes for girls. It's not the same type of guy. The type of guy that you'll get as a girl that is like on this whole one night stand thing, or just friends with benefits and all this stuff, that's not the type of guy that you want for a long-term relationship. The type of guy that you want wouldn't be doing this stuff that you're getting from this other person, this temporary person.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe, because for example, me, I would be down to do the temporary stuff, but then if the right woman came, I'd also be down for the long-term stuff.
So the other stuff comes into it. The whole, like, that's where the deeper sides of like personality, compatibility, all of that. It's like you're going past just vibes now. Okay. You're going into now, can I actually chill with this girl or guy? Do I actually get along with them? Can I actually have conversations with them?
Can I just talk to them?
Yeah, and if you can't just kick it, then that's not it.
Nah, my bro, like I've seen it, I've experienced it where, cool, when I'm thinking about the short term, about, okay, can I get these chicks? So when I'm thinking about women in the short term, it's all about double entendres, sexual innuendos, and dates. Like, would she look good in a dress? Would she look good Insta pictures? Would she look good when I'm talking about sex? Can she keep up, right?
Yeah.
And then when done my thing, had some fun, and then now, we're doing that pillow talk now, and it's like,
this is whack.
This is so whack. And then all I'm thinking about is, I just want to get out of here.
Yeah.
I just want to leave. I'm done. I'm over with, right? Yeah. But I've seen that a lot of the women that I wanted to kind of keep around, like, Little Miss Thing over there, is like, number one is my intention beforehand anyways. It's almost like there's this shift. Like, okay, cool, I'm just trying to get some cheeks, but then all of a sudden, actually, you know what? I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. And then the conversations are so compatible. So for example, somebody like one of our boys, his conversation is probably just all going to be about anime and music and food and all of that stuff. And that's what he's after.
That's what he cares about. So he wants somebody who cares about the same stuff.
And I think that's a really important factor. So yeah, man. So what do you think about these 4 categories then? So when you talk about your personality, money, occupation,
So when I say, if I start with personality, like I said, you want somebody you can just vibes with. If you got a dead personality and you end up with somebody else who got a dead personality, happy days, isn't it? Like you guys are a match.
Okay, cool.
But if you're the type of person that's really jokey or whatever, or like you're a funny person, all that stuff, you're not gonna want to be with somebody who isn't. Like
that's not. So what I mean by this is that. So as a guy, these are our personalities. So what kind of personality does the guy need to cultivate to acquire their type of woman or a high caliber of woman?
That's not the way. It depends on what you want. Like you can't, like in probably like last week's podcast, what we were saying about personality isn't permanent. It's just like if you're one type of person, but the girl that you want or the guy that you want is a different type of person, like personality wise, and you either change like to get whatever it is you want, not the best fit. So I say be you the whole way. But
don't be you, change.
But in some cases, there are things about, like, let's say you find you're a person who's really insecure or you're not confident. Like, like healthy changes. Like make healthy positive changes improve yourself to become the person that you want to the person that you feel you deserve. But like that's why I say in that personality side. So like just be you. If you're already like confident in yourself and comfortable, you attract what you are, or become who you want to be personality wise. That's that thing about personality.
Okay, cool. And then you said, so we got occupation as well. So what is that about, having an occupation as a guy to attract women? What do you mean by that?
Obviously, I think. Let me talk from a guy's side, from my side. So I wouldn't want a girl. No, because I was thinking about, like, I can't talk for girls, innit?
I know, we're talking about guys.
Yeah. Right? So it's like, as a guy, I would want a girl who is not just sitting in her house doing nothing all day. Like,
that's what you mean.
Yeah. So it's like, I want somebody who's actually got something about them, that they have a life. That's what I mean by occupation. It does not matter if your job is in, let's say for example, if you work in McDonald's, for example, but then outside of work you've got hobbies, you've got interests and all that stuff. Like that's what I mean by occupation.
Okay, you're getting a little sidetracked. So what I'm talking about here is, as men, what we need to have.
Yeah. What we need to have.
There we go. No.
Did I say money? I said occupation and money separately, innit?
Yes, you did.
Okay, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so like you don't want somebody who has no life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I mean by occupation. Like somebody who's got something about them, because somebody who has no hobbies, or they just sit around all day and just watch TV and stuff, you don't want to be with that kind of person, because they're just gonna make you like them.
Okay.
That's why I say occupation. Like have something, have a life.
And then money.
It costs money to live life. Like it's that simple.
Just so, money in the bank.
Yeah, man. It costs money to live life. Like you can't. It depends on the type of person you are, again, because some people they don't care as much about like spending money and material stuff, going on holiday, buying new things, all that stuff. Some people are cool to just like go to the park with their partner, or like just get takeaway, or like just chill at home, or all this stuff. Like they don't need to go to nice restaurants. Some people are like that. Nothing wrong with that. They got a happy life, happy relationship. But if you're like cheap us, for example,
no, is it like cheap? As in, no, you're not cheap negatively, but like you save money. Like
they're more minimal. Like whereas like us, for example, we like experiences. We like to have things, do things. Like me, I would love to be able to. I just like to be able to. Let's say, for example, I get home from work, or I've been at home with my girl, and it's like, Rah, do you feel like we see this restaurant on Instagram or TikTok and it looks banging? And be like, let's go. Like literally that simple. Like, look, let's go. It doesn't matter how much it costs, but it only doesn't matter how much it costs if you got the money. Like you can only get there if you could afford to get there.
I hear you.
You don't want to be traveling on public transport and stuff across the whole of London. Yeah. Like have a car. You want to have a car. You want to be able to get a cab.
Got you.
You want to be able to go on holiday.
Got you.
Like you want to be able to, if you want to live together.
Got you.
You need money.
Cool. So, and then the final one, looks.
What's the final one? Looks. Yeah.
So
if you're a person who cares about looks, then yeah, man, you just have to be aesthetically pleasing, man.
So as a guy, how can you be aesthetically pleasing?
First of all, hygiene is huge. So many guys overlook that. Like literally hygiene, as in, and that starts from just being able to like, wash your face and brush your teeth. Like,
bare minimum, bro.
So many bummy duds out here. Just wash your face, brush your teeth, shower every day. Like, look after yourself, and then comes into, let's say, like,
hey, yo, your skin glistening, though.
Oh, thank you, bro. I look after myself. Come on, now. You too, bro. You too.
Hey, man.
You be shining a lot recently.
Clean and clear.
Is that what happiness does? Huh? Is that what happiness does?
It's money, baby.
Yeah, man. Like, look after your, go gym, exercise, or eat well. Like, it's in our nature to, it's in females' nature to look for a guy that looks like a protector. Like
hypergamy.
So, like, just look after yourself. Just be a man. Like,
yeah.
Unless you're like one of the feminine guys, of which feminine guys still look after themselves. It's dumb. It's dumb, bro. Even gay dons look after themselves.
Hey. Okay, how are you gonna say feminine and gay?
Different people. Turn it up. So look,
get us in trouble, man.
Yeah, man. It's just speaking source. There's no
being
filter.
feminine doesn't mean you're gay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. What he said. But yeah, man. Like, everybody, just look after yourself, man. Like, nobody likes somebody who's bummy, because you wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want that in your partner.
Yeah, nah, I agree with you. Which one would you say, in your opinion, is the most important? Which one should come first? Which one should be the focus?
Personality. Because personality has got so many layers to it. Personality goes as far as mindset. Like, it's just you. Everything, nothing happens without, like, where you are here and I guess in the...
Yeah. I hear you. So, for the people out there, let's give it like a little practical example. Where would you rate yourself out of 10 on the 4 categories? Just for fun. Yeah. From in each of the categories. Where would you rate yourself?
Personality.
From the perspective of
because I'm forever, like, I'm never ever gonna be my best self. So it's weird, but it's like, I don't know, like I everybody got faults. I find it hard to do this kind of stuff because I'm such a like, I'm not perfect.
Nah,
like,
for sweet
but I
respect
respect myself. Like,
for sweet was to approach you,
I'll say I'm a 10. Like,
personality.
I'll say I'm a 10, but I'll say that out loud. But inside, I know that I'm like an 8. I'm never gonna be a 10.
Cool.
But every day, man, I'm a 10.
Normal.
That's why you gotta be confident, man. Confidence in yourself.
What, so 10 in all the categories?
Oh no, money, I'm like a 2.
Damn.
And then
cool.
Trying to build this brand. That you guys subscribe, please, like the video. Let's get up so we can get a brand deal and we can start making some money, getting more hoes.
Damn. Yeah, man. Make sure you comment as well what you guys rate yourself.
Oh yeah. And you let's see my jumper.
Clean.
It's holeless.
Nah, I hear that. Nah, I think for me as well, one thing that's really important, the reason why I speak of this is because it took me a long time to understand what all of this meant and what reason why it was important, right? And I kind of picked up from a few of my, let's say, not necessarily idols, but not even role models, but yeah, kind of role models of that kind of took me down this kind of path of leveling up. So, you know, the guys like Steph is Cold, Fresh and Fit, the roommates played a big role in Steph is Cold. They're talking about just level yourself up, really figure out those categories. First of all, understanding female nature, understanding why females do what they do and the reason why because I'm telling you now, I have like so many stories about, you know, when I was at uni, you know, dating all of these girls, I'd come home and I'd just look in the mirror like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you being successful? Like, why am I successful? Why am I unsuccessful? It doesn't make sense. Why do women do this? Why women do that, right? But it's just because they didn't understand female nature, didn't understand the motivations of women, what made them attracted to me and what also repelled them against me and all that stuff, right? And then kind of coming across these kind of podcasts, you know, reading books like Rollo Tomasi, Female Nature, all of this stuff, just understanding why women do what they do. Another good book, a little recommendation, Neil Strauss's The Game. Incredible book. Just frigging out, you know what I mean? So then they came along this journey of just kind of leveling myself up, of just like, because beforehand it used to be women, sex, women. You know what I mean? But then the key to getting women, it's so simple. Focus on you.
Yeah.
Level yourself up.
Yeah.
Level yourself up. Elevate.
That's not just women. That's just life, man. Like the key to getting anything is just focus on be the best version of yourself, and everything comes. Just attract it.
Yes, and
don't chase nothing.
If my sister's watching, she's gonna hate this because she thinks I'm very misogynistic because I say that men are the prize and not women. But it's true. High value men are the prize. It's very, very true because all of the high value women, who do they go after?
They go after high value men.
Wait. Who do high value men go after?
High value women. But
no, they don't. They go after the bag. The men at the top of the food chain, all of the CEOs, entrepreneurs, the kings, but
the woman that they stay with isn't going to be somebody who's not in their same world.
High value men are the prize.
There is no prize, man. There is no prize, and it all depends. It all depends on what you care about. Like I don't know if I've said it on the podcast before, but I wouldn't want a woman who's on the same level as hustle as I am. Like I don't want to be out grinding, doing all this stuff all the time, and my girl is out doing the same thing. Like I would want, because that when they're doing all of that, that means they're not doing the other stuff. You can't expect, like you've seen those movies where you've got those women that are like, they empower themselves and they're like leaders and all this stuff. They're not housewives, and they're not even in the middle, because you can't be, even as a guy, there's no way that you can be out hustling all day and still have time to be at home cooking food for yourself or spending time with family.
I've got a question, because I feel like your answer is kind of misconstrued. What do you think I mean when I say high value women?
What's the high value? When you're talking high value, you're talking. Well, when I hear the term high value, I hear high earner.
No, but there's a difference between a high value man and a high value woman.
See, that's where it gets nuts. That's where it gets nuts. Because what's a high value? What's a high value man on paper?
Huh?
What's a high value man on paper?
It's a high net worth individual.
See, and that's where it's crazy. So what's a high value woman to you on paper? Go on, let's hear it.
A 10 out of 10.
What's a 10 out of 10? What looks? See this dude. This is why his sister said that about him. She right. This guy, fam. Even the whole high value man situation.
Oh my God.
High value man is it depends on what you care about. If I don't care about money, then the whole being a high earner means nothing.
Yeah, of course.
A high value man is just a man of value. Like,
of course. Depends
and
what you provide.
And the same with women.
But
depends on what value
then the
means
same
to
thing
you.
as well. It's not necessarily about, okay, if I'm putting it in simple terms, a high value man is a man that is high ranking in those four categories. A man with good looks or good game, good status, and a lot of money.
Do you think is that an opinion, or are you saying that as a fact?
It's a belief. It's a belief of mine, and I see that consistently throughout. Let's say throughout the world right now. In reality, all of the. Go ahead, talk to me.
It's the reality that you look at. Of course. Because you can, like I said about the whole people who they're in those relationships where money isn't a thing to them. They're really minimalistic. They're like. Like for example, Friends, the TV show Friends.
Cool.
You like them type of people. Like they're not extravagant. Like they got each other, living life. Like they just live. They just live. They ain't got to spend all this money. They got that. They're happy, and they are. And I'm not talking like Friends specifically, but that type of people, and they are happy.
Of course,
they have found their perfect partner, and their life is perfect to them because. That's what matters to them.
Got you.
If what matters to you is the extravagant life and having a 10 out of 10 looks wise babes and
a little 8 out of 10.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it's the reality that you look at, and you're saying that you see the pattern in all of these people in the world today. You're seeing the pattern in the reality that you're deciding to look at. Because that's the reality that you're in, and that's the reality that you want for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that.
Of course.
That's why I say, is it an opinion? What do you think is a fact?
I mean, everything is opinion.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's within your world. In your world, what would make you happy? These are the things that you feel you would need to become to get what you want, and these are the things that you feel a woman needs to have to make you happy. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you got to phrase it like that, my guy.
Before I get cancelled.
You got to phrase it like that. Oh my days!
But
you're stepping on some real eggshells, right?
we have to be, we have to be controversial, right? Because it's the freedom to really express. Like as we said, these are the conversations we have behind the scenes.
Yeah, so just speak your source. That's what it's here for.
Bring it to the forefront.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I think. But the thing is, the reason why I also say this is that ever since I started to focus on these categories slowly to improve and build them up, I've had great success with women. So
success to you. Yeah,
true.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, true.
So let's make it personal. If we're talking about here, talk about it as like this is to the people that relate to you. Yes, rather than saying it to every guy out there. This is how you got to be.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because some guys will come on. In fact, I want to see it. I want to see everybody chuck up in the comments like your opinions on just the whole matter, like where you stand.
Something that is really, really interesting though is that this is gonna sound hella beta, but also the woman that I found was, let's say, most right for me or most synergetic for me, most compatible for me was when I was in a position away from all of this stuff. So I wasn't high net worth individual. I didn't have all of the looks and all that stuff, but that type of woman came into my life. So it's a really, really interesting thing for me to say that even though this is what I want, what I actually had was the opposite to what I wanted.
So what you want might not be the thing that you need in the long term, but there's nothing wrong with that because we're here to live and experience, and we learn more about ourselves as we go along.
Yeah,
you want this for yourself right now. You might get tired of it in a couple of years. Yeah, and now it's like, okay, now I want a quiet girl, I want a low key girl that's not earning this mad amount. That's just chill and I can just vibes with. That's all I care about.
Yeah, man.
Or you might stay and you're like, or you might go, I want a girl that's got everything. So I want a girl that's chill, down to earth, I can vibes with. She's got her own hustles on the side. She looks after herself. She's 8 out of 10. Nothing wrong with all of that.
Yeah.
You just have to. I think you have to just taste. Yeah, you just taste and you just like get to know what is that you like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I hear that. But yeah, I think a big key for all the guys out there though is just level up, man. Just better yourself.
Yeah. At the very end of the day,
whatever category, whatever genre you want it to be, just level up and just consistently strive for better and always improve yourself. You know what I mean? And you will see that life is just a lot more enjoyable over here. Because that's one of the biggest issues I had was a lot of the time I'd come home, sit down, complain about why didn't this work? Yeah. But I never, number one, looked at myself, and number two, I never looked to improve or to better myself. I literally go out the weekend after and do the exact same thing.
You'll see, let's say for example, if I get attention or when Scott gets better attention, and it's like, why aren't I getting this attention? So instead of going, so it's more like raw, the girl just like these guys because of that. But then you don't come and look at yourself and go, okay, like where can I, being myself, where can I kind of excel? Like what am I good at? If I'm good at talking to girls, making conversation with anybody, why don't I focus on that? So it's like, instead of being the guy where, okay, yes, some guys are just really attractive, so girls just come to them, but then their closing is horrible. But all we see is the success. We don't see the fact that they don't actually get girls.
Yeah.
It's like, man, just see what your dub is.
And then just run with that.
Yeah,
man. Nah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I just wanted to have some fun with it, you know.
That conversation went like I went over there. Oh my.
Yeah, man. Because I think it's sometimes fun to talk about women because at the very end of the day, for some reason, I still have this belief that our motivations as women at the end of the day, regardless of what we do, I feel like, something it's tied in. It's tied in.
It's singular, not plural.
So you tell me you don't want a wife one day?
It's not my motivation. My motivation at the end of it is family. Yeah, it's family and purpose. At the end, but getting there isn't like it's the route to get there.
Not getting there, but
the end,
the why. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's nice to tie in all of this business stuff, productivity stuff, and let's just have some fun with it. Talk about some women, talk about dating and 10 out of 10s and everything there. Man, boost the algorithm.
Like the video and subscribe, please, and follow us on Instagram.
yeah, man. We share a lot of content there. Speak Your Sauce on Instagram. It's been your boy Bongs.
It's been Shay. My Instagram, Shay Ventures. We deserve claps at the end of that one. You definitely don't.
All right, man. Yeah, man. Peace.